welcome to this new episode of Continuum Gaming, and today we are going to have a look at 3 different games again, this time around for Windows 10 Mobile, as you can see. And what we are going to have a look at is Chilly Snow, Words World and Galaxy Strikers. My name is Gerald. As always, I've got a couple of different things with me, which are of course a Bluetooth mouse, which is this one in this case. I'm going to use a Foldable keyboard, which is this one, you already know about that, Bluetooth device too. And we might be using this one. I didn't test it till now, so probably we are not going to use it. But if I can see that, for instance, the last game is going to be playable with this, I might switch that. But as told you before, I didn't test it till now, so we will have to see if we can use it. And yeah, other than that, of course, the main device is, as always, my Lumia 950 XL. Which is this smartphone. It's a Windows 10 mobile device with Continuum enabled on it, and it has a Mozo cover at the back, wood, it's real wood, and it has a USB-C connector at the bottom and can be connected to the display dock, which is standing at the side here, which is this one. The display dock itself is connectable to the TV by, for instance, HDMI or anything else, and like that we can more or less project the optics of a desktop PC, more or less, by the smartphone. It's not the same system like a Windows 10 system or something, or Windows 11 or whatever. No, it's not. It's really just a smartphone operation system that has a different optics, so a different GUI on it. And like that you can use it like a desktop, but it's still a smartphone. And if you want to know more about all of these, please have a look at the corner upstairs. There are a couple of other videos where I'm going to talk about all that in a little bit more in-depth way. And other than that, let's start with the first game. The first game is going to be Chilly Snow. It's a small little game, but I find it quite funny and nicely done, if you ask me. It takes a little bit of time to load, but if it's loaded then it's fully functional. And yeah, in the end what you're going to play here is a small little skiing type of guy or girl, I'm not sure. It's really a very tiny thing, so you really can't really see what it's all about. But in the end you're driving along or down a road, and as you can see, this is you, as mentioned before. And it's just going to go downhill here, and you're going to drive downhill. There are going to be obstacles, like in most cases I think all of these are trees, and you're going to drive between them, and all you can do is more or less just change the direction of your skiing guy here. So your character is going to go uphill here, and then you can just downhill. Sorry, it's all downhill, right? If we're driving down, it's downhill. Sorry. But in the end, all you are going to do is you're going to ski down this hill here, or this mountain, and you will have to just avoid the obstacles. And as mentioned before, you only need one button to play this game. So I'm going to use my mouse in this case, and if you click on that, you can see it's already starting. Very important, click into this field to move around. So let's do it again. And now you are just going to click to try to navigate through the forests you see here. And yeah, you are getting bonus points if it's very, very close to one of those trees, but if you're hitting it, of course you die. I'm not sure, as this one for instance, I'm not sure if there is anything special about why he is going to push out or throw out snow in different colors there. Maybe it's just because the Olympic guys and stuff like that often have those smoke grenades or something like that, sorry. But yeah, in the end you're just driving down this hill, trying to increase your your score, more or less. As you can see, the score timer up there, or the score is going to be up, and as long as you can, you are just trying to avoid all the obstacles to gain that score points as much as you can. I'm not sure what those 30s and stuff like that are, because you're not getting 30 seconds or 30 points or whatever for them. But anyway, it's better to go closer to one of those. The scores will go up a little. And as you can see, this is the high score you can see there. And this is of course the score you just obtained, or yeah, is currently the one you have. And this is more or less all the game offers, but it's a really small little one, but I like it somehow, because it has, yeah, somehow a nice little, yeah, feeling and flair to it. So just try it out if you like that kind of stuff. Okay, so the next game is called Words World, and yeah, it's more or less what you might expect it to be. It's a words game. In a pretty nice outfit. I think they did pretty well with that. So Word World or Link World or Words World, different names in the store and in the gaming itself, but it's still more or less the same, so it's fine. And here you can already see it's made, yeah, with a little bit of different stylings and stuff like that. I really like the style. It's an easy one, but still a nice one. As you can see, there are a couple of settings, but nothing special, just for music and sounds you can activate or deactivate here. And there's a daily puzzle which you can play, which is, yeah, pretty fine too. But we are going to go with the normal playing here and go in. As you can see, you have a couple of different missions to obtain or do. And in the end, if I'm clicking on this, it's not really one mission that you are going to see here, so there are a lot of them. But if you're going to click on that and playing this one, there are, I think, 5 or 6 chapters in this one, which have 3 or 4 levels in there. So there's a lot to be played here if you like this kind of game. So let's go in. As you can see, we have 3 levels at the moment with a couple of different levels in there. So 15 at the moment. I'm not even sure if there are not more than that. But as mentioned before, 3 chapters in this case with 5 games each. So 15 at least for this first chapter part, or yeah, whatever you want to call it, the first city you're going to play in, or whatever you want to call it. So after that, just select them, and it's not even that, because there is a next level down here, so it's even more. Whatever. So, and let's play this. As you can see, you're just clicking on the button, then it's going to start. And all you have to do is now you have to select the different letters you want to be in one of the words. And if it's a valid word that the dictionary knows, you're going to get money for it. If it's a valid word that the dictionary didn't at least expect you to put in, you might receive some kind of power-up. Most often this one, but in the end you're just getting a couple of different options then. And now let's see what we can do with this. So it's a 3 letters word, and a 4 letters word we are going to search for. So let's go with the 3 letters one. So just select this. Cup, of course, should be one. Yeah. Okay. So the next one might be, I'm not even sure. Poo? Up would be one, but there's no 2 letters word, so that is not going to be it. Cop is another one. And the 4 letter word, in general I get those the easiest, but in this case I'm not sure about which one it could be, actually. Capo? Coop. It's coop. Okay. So in the end, this is more or less what you are going to play here. And as you can see, we just received a little bit of a map result part here. It's not going to give you anything, it's just a nice little image there. Click next and play the next level. As mentioned before, there are a lot of them. You have a couple of different other options. For instance, if you just can't handle the order of all these parts and just can't see what's going on, maybe you want to try it in a different way. So just switch them around a little bit. It's not going to give you new letters or something, but it's maybe a little bit easier for you to understand what is written there. So as mentioned before, that might be a good thing in some situations. Lady. And one more with 3 letters. Lay I already have that. Day I already have that. Jet, is that a word? I'm not sure. I'm not a native speaker, so sometimes I don't know words or didn't even see them before, so I just have to sometimes try it out. A lad maybe. Yeah, lad. Okay. So in the end, this is more or less the game. As you can see, you get money for the different levels you're going to obtain and do here. And I'm not really sure what I should do or buy with them, because this is what you can do here. But there's not really something that would be helpful for me. But try it out, maybe later on you need those. I'm not sure. And yeah, then just click on the next part and you're going to go with the level 13. In this case, this is map 2 or 3, I'm not sure, of the city you're playing in at the moment. So if you like those kind of word games, this one is a pretty nice one, I like it. It has a nice little flair to it. Try it out. Okay, so Galaxy Strikers, on the other hand, is a much more action-packed game, and yeah, a more or less classical game for those fighter games where you are going to have a slider fighter game. And yeah, it's more or less what I'm born to do or what I like to do, because this is one of the first games I played when I was a child. And yeah, so I'm just going to turn around, because it's not the easiest one, not the hardest one either. There are some of those Japanese ones, or at least Asian ones, which are really, really hard to play. But yeah, let's go in, and I'm going to type in at least if I'm not typing it wrong. Galaxy Strikers, there we are. I really like the game. It's a pretty nice iteration of those genre games. You're going to go around, have a fighter, and fight against other spaceships which are flying up from up above. If you don't know the game, I have written one too. It's called Wingman, and available on the store too. I will put the description or the link in the description box down below. And other than that, this is Galaxy Strikers. Maybe a little bit better than mine even. I'm not sure. It depends on what you like to play, of course. And I'm pretty sure that it's not going to have any kind of support for this. So sorry if you thought it might. I'm not sure. We will see it. At least the menu itself doesn't have anything. And it has a lot of different games or levels to play, as you can see. So level 1 is the one we are going to play, and there are 23 more on this page alone, because if you click, there are 55 and stuff like that. So if you like this kind of game, I'm pretty sure this will cover you for a long time, because it's not even short or something, and it's not too easy to play. So as you can see, choose your fighter. You can just switch around, see which kind of fighter you want to play. There are a couple of them. I don't think they have something very different, so there's not something like a fighter or bomber style or something, but in the end it's a pretty nice one to play here. And as you can see, we have 100 coins but need 250 to upgrade, so we are not able to play anything of that. So let's of course use the one we already got, which is this one, and we can now click on Start Mission. If you do so, you're going to be in the world of Galaxy Striker, where in the end there are going to be different fighters coming for you, and you are just going to try to kill them with your mouse or your finger. These are power-ups, so you can, for instance, increase your weapon level and stuff like that. And of course, the aim is not to be killed, but kill everything you can with the highest score you can obtain. And those are of course the bullets flying from the enemies, so don't get hit by them. What I really like about it is there are a lot of different fighting styles or whatever. As you can see, we have very different weapons. If you're going to be hit, you're losing one level of this weapon style, so be very careful not to get hit. You have a lot of health, so if you're getting hit, it's not really the worst thing that can happen to you. But still, it's harder to play, of course, so be very aware. What I kind of hate about this game, not really hate, just think that it could have been made better, is that there is very little which is helping you to really see if there are just any kind of stars you're fighting or flying around or about, or if we are going to talk about something like an enemy unit or whatever that is flying on you. So trying to see what kind of ammunition the enemy has there and is fighting against you is a little bit hard, and to be able to see if he is just fighting against you with some kind of a bullet that is going to be thrown at you or whatever, that's a little bit hard to do. Anyway, as you can see, we have a main character or a main enemy now, which we have to kill in some way. Those are a little bit easy sometimes, they have a very strict part to fight against, but on the other hand, it's a constant fighting it against them, so it's not too easy to go to the other side, which you will sooner or later have to do. Get all the power-ups, of course, because otherwise you're not going to fight that guy anyway. I'm not sure if I can fight him or kill him at the end, because I already tried a couple of times and I always die sooner or later. Even though it doesn't feel like it, it's not easy to kill him. Especially if you are not flying around in a different way. Okay, I got it. Well done. So level 1 is played, level 2 is the next one. We got 50 coins bonus, okay? And we can go to the next one and play again. And so you're just going to obtain different kind of spaceships there, you can play with them, and I really like the game, just try it out. If you like those kind of galaxy or spaceship simulation stuff, it's a very easy way of that, not something like free space or so. But in the end, it's fun to play, just try it out. I really think it's worth your time to play that game. Okay, so thank you for watching, thank you for listening. I hope you had a great time with this episode. If so, please give it a thumbs up, of course. And of course, if you want to say something, just put it down below into the commentary section. And of course, if you didn't subscribe to the channel till now, it's time to do so. Do it now. And other than that, thank you for watching, thank you for listening, see you around in the next episode, and bye. Bye!